On a pretty gray and hazy day here in Southern California, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Los Angeles. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Microphone check 1 2. What is this? The JBB boys back to business. This is not our walkout music.
We're going to tonight. White 20. Who that?
Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Come on, 16. I'm coming, 16. You're right. You're right, baby. I know you have all day, baby. Come on. Come on. I'm coming, baby. Tight, tight. Watch left. Tight, tight. Watch left.
Welcome to episode 347 of our program.
From the gun, here's Gone.
Oh, come on. God.
Picked off at the 39. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
Now a handoff working right. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness, one cut, and he goes. That's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I would have voted for him.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. This is
Shit, man. That goddamn animation, man.
10 first down, Arizona. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to it. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
First down, Murray. Throw caught here by Bird. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Demir Bird, his 5th touchdown now on the year. as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Let's go, fellas.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
On 1st down. Gone. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. They got 29 yards that time. On 1st down, it's gone. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. A little careless with the football. He also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. It's complete to Hopkins.
Johnson.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from up in Seattle. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On play action, it's Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 20-yard line. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
48.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray, eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it, and he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. again on second down. Murray sliding out of the pocket. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Here we go. Here we go. Look the outlaw. It's free. You got time. You got time right there.
Shotgun now from Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Go.
3rd and long. It's gone. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lock behind it. Wow. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Ready. 48, Mike. He's tired of you. He's tired of us. Tight dog.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
On the double. 48. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, my Lord.
Not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And to give this time to the tailback. The tackle there by John Johnson.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ready. Watch. That's South, baby. That's big South. Come on. Rip right. Hey, look, 40.
On second and 9. Murray. He finds Hopkins complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far.
Come on. Let me move.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Steps away. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Check. No. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off. Swing. Go.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now. That's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 28-yard line. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
We play to win. Let's go.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Throwing now is Murray. He's going to go up top for the end. And there it is. Touchdown Cardinals. For the score. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Yeah, he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. Already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On 2nd and 9, Goff nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
Hold on. Check. Here we go. Hey, wahoo!
Back to throw, Goff. He's going to air it out deep for Wood. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well. Nothing conservative about that play call. You said earlier in the quarter you wanted to see them open things up, maybe take some shots downfield. There you go.
Yeah, that one was successful. But even if they're not successful, when you take those shots downfield, they've got to back off a little bit, loosen up a little bit on defense, and give you a little bit more room if you want to run the football.
And that's going to wind up incomplete.
How do you hold that fast, man? Come on, man.
Let's check in with our referee. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
4 down. Hell, you won.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 20 on the year as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They get it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. He'll buy some time right. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Murray now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys.
It's caught inside the 25.
Really, Jalen?
He'll take this one for the Arizona touchdown. Demir Bird. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half.
He's got a man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Hey, kill.
Check back 15. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to square you up. Don't get
Move.
Go off on first down. They'll find Everett there, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Throwing again on second down. Goff.
Oh, man.
Incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down of the yard.
76, tell him. 76. 76. Obama.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone.
Oh, man, you got
They sack him back at the 36. Tanner Vallejo. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back.
Oh.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, you'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Got to do better. Come on, QB.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Here's Murray. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down of the process. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
59, Mike, 59, Mike, check.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Dancing to his left. And the catch made by Hopkins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Mike 48, Mike 48. Here we go.
Murray going to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and say, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this.
And now look at him go. Past the 20. Touchdown, LA. Nicole Hardman, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Play fake. Murray. This one caught by Isabella. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and come.
Give me the ball, man. You got the ball all out. Come on, man.
And it results in a sack. Mack Wilson in there to get him. And that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Check.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Going up top. And he almost had it defensively. could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Going to give this time to the tailback. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
When they got off the field on 3rd down, an excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime, but the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive, is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
We'll see if it's that easy here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Gold. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, LA! Mecole Hardman. Touchdown number 22 on the season as his guys are back within a single score. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Call it an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Switch gears.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Check 48. Check 48. Come on.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Murray Lost the
Oh,
football. I
goddamn.
think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down on the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long.
59 mark, 59 mark. Check, 59.
Throwing is Murray on third down. And he's going to go down again. Samson Abuka in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they had his number. And we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays. And right now, they have a lead.
Well, nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And the Rams are going offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
My 20. Patch 2 for 1. 2 for 1.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Ty Johnson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that?
Shit.
Go to the football, 101, the trade expression,
Man,
101.
God damn it,
First
man.
down.
No time.
Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down, and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, no.
Oh, my God. How many times?
That ball gets knocked for
They don't even know the ball's loose, man.
And scoops it up. Almost like, it's like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 2nd and 12, Murray. He's got his
I'm
end zone touchdown, Arizona.
Come
Keyshawn
on.
Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. They man, Charles, talking about singing something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown.
Come on, fellas.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, LA. Brandon Cooks.
That would have been me with the damn lead.
As they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point.
The receivers have been running them ragged, maybe some tired legs in the secondary, maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to it, and look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They got a chance to take the lead.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got to a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Fuck.
And he's into the clear. The 30. 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Demir Bird with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove
Get
right
up
now.
off the ground, man.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that
Dead
groove
as
this
fuck.
go around. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Rush in.
Chopper! Check 25, check 25.
Horrible.
On 2nd and 1. Goff. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Zadarius Smith in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, my 7.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Whoa, whoa. Hey, Delta.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. And Jennings has it. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Goff. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Hassan Reddick in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He's back to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Back to throw. That's caught left side by Hardman. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Goff. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught inside.
Let's go!
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Brandon Cooks with 7 seconds remaining as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26.
Well, I'm telling you, they trying. I ain't never seen that juke move in my life.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do? It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown to win it.
And I think teams
It got his man complete. That one goes for 30 yards.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Now Gordon on first down. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's into the end zone.
Let's go!
And a game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Rams, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Arizona, the perfect season was apparently not meant to be as they drop to 7-1. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.